All right, everybody. Let's calm down. Let's settle down a little bit. I know we've been having a lot of fun tonight. Can I actually can we bring the band back up here? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Can you just play the bridge to the closing song? Yeah. All right. I know we've been having a lot of fun tonight, guys. But I wanted to talk to you at the end of tonight about something kind of serious. You know, when it comes to invasions, there's somebody out there who wants to invade your heart. And his name's Jesus. and his name is Jesus. One time when I was in high school, my dad almost got run over by Ron Paul in a golf cart. I grew up in the Midwest. Shout out to Illinois and Iowa, specifically northern Illinois and central Iowa. I'm talking about Gurnee. I'm talking about Waukegan. That's not in Illinois, but it's close to where I grew up. I'm talking about the El Rancho Motel. What the fuck do you know about the El Rancho Motel? It was in the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, starring John Candy and the guy with the banjo and the white hair, Steve Martin. Phenomenal movie. It really captures the essence of the Midwest, about how everyone there is just barely holding it together at all times. But anyways, my dad almost got hit by Ron Paul in a golf cart at the Iowa primaries. So Iowa doesn't matter, right? It doesn't. It's not a real place. But once every 4 years, in the presidential elections, we do matter. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I actually understand why Iowa matters. Something to do with the Electoral College. Because we all get to vote for president in this country, in this great God-blessed country of ours. But then it doesn't matter. A bunch of people who are in the Electoral College anyways. So, you know, my family would go to these primaries because, when the hell else do you get to meet Ron Paul? When the hell else do you get to shake Marco Rubio's wet hand? I shook Marco Rubio's hand. That man had the wettest, limpest handshake of any man I've ever shaken hands with. But you get to me, it's like seeing celebrities in real life. And they all come to Iowa, and they have to debase themselves with, they gotta come to the Iowa State Fair. And we make them eat. Okay, the Iowa State Fair is insane. If you've never been there before, we have a cow made of butter. It's called the butter cow. And that's it. That's all it is. But people worship this thing. There is a line around the whole fairgrounds to go get your picture taken with the butter cow. Rick Santorum one time took a picture with the butter cow, and it's the scariest picture of Rick Santorum you'll ever see. No one who watches this channel knows who Rick Santorum is. He was a GOP presidential candidate in 2012 or 2008. The only people who watch my channel you guys were all born in 2016. But anyways, Iowa State Fair. Everyone has to come, and they gotta live the Iowa lifestyle. I'm talking deep fried butter, deep fried Twinkies. There's a booth at the Iowa State Fair where they will deep fry anything that you give them. You could bring them an old sock and they're like, fuck it, I don't care. God is dead and we're gonna fry that sock for you. It doesn't matter. And they'll do it. And so this was probably, I don't know when did Ron Paul run for president? I don't know. It's all fake anyways, right? But he was zipping around. He was doing a little bit of fast travel at the Iowa State Fair, because you have to fast travel when you're at the Iowa State Fair. It's kind of like Dragon's Dogma 2. You can put down port crystals at the Iowa State Fair, and then you can use a wayfaring stone. Is that what they call it in that game? And then you can travel to the Butter Cow. And my dad stepped out onto a sidewalk, and he almost got run over by Ron Paul on a golf cart. And that's the whole story that took me 5 minutes to tell you, and these are some Elden Ring invasions. This is a level 160 build. It's kind of a sneaky strength build. It looks like an arcane build, but it's actually a strength build. We got 60 vigor, 50 strength, 30 arcane, and then some other bullshit. It's whatever, to be able to, like, cast spells. We have 16 intelligence for some reason, because this started as an intelligence build, and then it turned into something else, something deep and mysterious and frightening to behold. It's the Mariah Executioner Sword. It's a multi-hit build. And this is what I'm showing you on invasions.infomercial.gov. This is I was streaming a couple of nights ago, and so these are some clips from when I was streaming that actually turned out pretty well. I was a little bit salty in my last video, talking about how, oh, I hate meta level invasions. Oh, they're no fun. That's on me. That's on me being just a whiny little baby, because these invasions were fun. These invasions were exciting. We got the Arumi. Who uses the Arumi? Nobody. Nobody uses the Arumi. It's like technically not a good weapon. But we're using a bleed-infused Arumi, and we're using Swarm of Flies. Swarm of Flies is kind of like low-key, like one of the best incantations in the game if you're doing PvP. People see the little buzz Swarm of Flies, they lose their shit. They can't handle it. They start running, they start panicking, they're screaming, they're crying, they're throwing up, they're sliding down the wall. It's like we're at a damn Olivia Rodrigo concert, and everybody's losing their minds about Swarm of Flies. And we got Blood Boon, another just, it's a classic. How incredible is that Blood Boon? My boons, they're blooded. You best believe my boons are blooded. There were a lot of cicadas where I grew up when I lived in Illinois, and I don't know what you know about cicadas, but they're scary. They're weird. They sleep for 17 years, and then they come out and they fuck, and then they die. And isn't that just kind of what life is like? Isn't that what life is like anyways? We're using a twin blade here. And you might be saying, oh, infomercial, that's a try-hard weapon. Well, guess what? I'm sick of not trying hard. I'm sick of living my life as if people are just going to hand me these wins on a platter, and I don't have to use the Darth Maul lightsaber. It's just so fun. I like the twin blade. It's an honest weapon. You can parry it so easily. Like, it is the easiest weapon in the game to parry. So I feel like it's okay to use in invasions, you know? You just hit that R2. L2. I meant to say L2. Hit that L2. Just parry me. It's not that hard. Bleed-infused twin blade. We've got Millicent's prosthesis. We've got the winged sword insignia. We've got Alexander's jar shard, because why not? And we've got something else that I can't remember right now. It's a multi-hit build. You come at somebody, you're swanging. You're swanging those attacks. Look at this. He didn't stand a chance. He's got the jar helmet on. He's using dual spears. I've already taken out 2 of the people that he summoned. He's using Bloodhound Step, and he's no match for the simple, humble twin blade. This is a working man's weapon. This is a 9-to-5 lunch pail twin blade that we got going on here. This twin blade voted for FDR in all 3 elections. This twin blade is 150 years old. How crazy is it that FDR was president 3 times and everybody was like, yeah, we're chill with it. Like, technically that's bad, and no one should be president for like 50 years or whatever, like he was president. But like, I don't know, just like let him cook. Let the man cook. They said let him cook, and then they let him cook. And that's why we have our beautiful roads and bridges, and that's why Tennessee has electricity. If you live in Tennessee, by the way, just send up a little prayer for FDR today. He electrified your state. He had people setting up power lines in your state. This was an annoying invasion. Because look, everybody just wants to throw around spells. Well, guess what? I got spells too. I got some incantations. I got a little thing called Blood Boon. I'm just gonna throw it at you. Oh, I want to do the Blasphemous Blade. Ooh, look at me. I'm doing the Blasphemous Blade. I'm a Blasphemous Blade man. You can't stop me. I'm doing the Blasphemous Blade. I can do that too. Swarm of flies. I'm sending the cicadas after your ass. Welcome to Northern Illinois. It's summer 2008. You're in Northern Illinois. Obama just got elected. There's people running through the halls of Warren Township High School screaming, Obama, baby. They've got airbrush t-shirts of Barack Hussein Obama. That's the high school that I went to. That was such a fun day. And then you go to Senora Bellavita's Spanish class, and no one's paying attention because we're all just so excited that Barack Hussein Obama is the goddamn president of the United States of America. And his first official act in office is to do Blasphemous Blade. He hits L2. He said, let me be clear. He said, let me be clear. L2. They're throwing everything at the wall. They're trying to make something stick. Hiding under the staircase like you're Harry Potter. It's not gonna work. The boy who lived, the boy who fucking died. That's what you are. More like the boy who fucking died. Host vanquished. I've had a pretty cool life. I've had a pretty cool life, man. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. I've seen snowdrifts 10 feet high. Did donuts in a Walmart parking lot during a blizzard. Listening to 1,000-Foot Crutch. I've done things you people wouldn't believe. I've invaded with an Arumi against a host who was rune farming and just summoning blues and phantoms. And I did those roll catches. And I did the storm stomp into the charged R2 combo. And all these moments, they'll be gone. Like tears in the rain. Seen something about the Belt of Orion. Go watch Blade Runner. Have you seen Blade Runner? I'm not talking about the Ryan Gosling movie. I'm talking about the OG Blade Runner. Have you seen that shit? Just take a moment to appreciate the fact that you live in a world where Blade Runner exists and where people are doing the Blarphemus Blade. We're hitting L2 again. We're doing the Blarphemus Blade. I'm a bad invader. I'm doing the Blarphemus Blade. I'm gonna hit you with the L2. I'm gonna do the fire damage. Gonna hit you with the Blarphemus Blade. Get out. Leave. Get out. Leave. Right now. It's the end of you and me. Castle Soul Invasion What else is there to say? Magma Worm Greatsword. You're whiffing. You're whiffing like you're Anders Homolka in the 1982 World Series Finals. Yankees versus the Brave. You're whiffing. You struck out. Those are not real people, by the way. I don't know anything about sports. I like the Brewers. The Milwaukee Brewers. I went to go see some Brewers games because Milwaukee was like 40 minutes away from where I lived. Milwaukee's a world-class city. Milwaukee's like if you combined Paris and London and Los Angeles and Dubai all into one city. Let's go, Brewers. I love it. And I love you. Thanks for watching.